This video is for you if you are highly sensitive, emotionally intense, creative, and you feel like a little inspiration or a little transmission of self-love, self-acceptance, and personal power, shifting your reality to match what it is that you desire. So I just shifted my life pretty dramatically. I was living across the country in an unhealthy environment where I felt really limited in a lot of ways. I couldn't really be myself. And there were a lot of conditions that I didn't like that I had to navigate my way around in order to create a sense of well-being. And now I'm in my own space. So the crazy thing is, at one point I was so limited in my own mind and my own beliefs. At one point I seriously believed that it would be impossible for me to live in my own space, to be independent from my toxic caregivers who don't really accept me for who I am, but I felt like I was so dependent on them and I really didn't like that. And now it's like I'm here in this new environment, this vastly different flavor of conscious experience. And looking back, it's like, oh yeah, I really did have a lot of stuff to move through and navigate and shift around, and all of the suffering, all of the discomfort that I navigated was part of me arriving here. And so I'm making this video a little shorter today because I had originally filmed 2 videos last week so that I wouldn't have to record while I was moving. And I sat down to edit the second video last night, and the audio was completely unusable. Like, it was just so staticky and I couldn't, it was just unsalvageable, even though I tried. And I even had a moment where I was like a little bit frustrated and just kind of overwhelmed because, you know, I'm still in this transition and I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm committed to showing up on YouTube and sharing my voice, and there was like this fear of like, what if I fall off the wagon and then I fall off forever, and then it's gonna take me forever to get back on and on and on and on. And it's like that opportunity of that voice coming up, which so often comes up in times of transition, is actually an opportunity to recognize that voice for what it is and make space for it, and also decide to let it go. And by letting it go, I just mean bringing my awareness to this thought, that this thought is here, that this anxiety is here, and recognizing that it's not valuable to me anymore, it's not serving me anymore. So it's like grounding in that awareness in order to bring my attention back to something more relevant, something more effective. And so I decided to just improvise a little bit and film this quick video, sharing what happened, and just also recognizing, like, in that moment I realized, like, I don't want to make myself film an entire video over again. The original one with the scratched audio was like 20 plus minutes, and in the past I would have forced myself to go through it and then been exhausted and then just like pushing and forcing myself, which is like the old pattern, right? That was also actually the thing obstructing me from graduating the past reality that I was inhabiting. And it's like, I was like, okay, so I'm just going to film a video. That's why this video is also a little bit different than my other ones, because I didn't really like plan it out too much, but I'm just kind of sharing what happened and sharing my little story as an example of how I navigated this unexpected roadblock of a video that I had prepared earlier not being usable, and just kind of going with the flow and sharing my experience of navigating when unexpected things happen. How can you adjust? How can you be flexible and still be compassionate with yourself? Be unconditionally accepting of yourself, because also in the past I would have beat myself up over a mistake like that or an unexpected event like that. So holding these frequencies of acceptance, compassion, honesty, like I'm sharing this with you. Thank you for watching. And also the frequency of commitment to my practice, commitment to sharing my voice, to being consistent. All of these things can exist at once. It doesn't have to be one or the other, like choosing the commitment over the self-love and pushing and forcing myself to do something that I am not resourced to do. Or the opposite of like, oh, I'm going through a lot right now, I'm really overwhelmed, so I'm just going to give myself a break and not do any of the commitments that I promised myself I would do. Which in the end, that really isn't truly self-love, because self-love involves sometimes doing the things that we don't want to do. And so it's a balance and about expanding your perspective to see the whole picture, to include everything that is showing up in the moment. So I hope that was supportive to you. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me. Please leave me a comment. I always love hearing from you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and thank you for being here. You're doing great. I'll see you next time.